Today, we'll be looking at some videos, mostly taken from the X, formerly Twitter account, LGB without the TQ. An account run by people who are lesbians, gays and bisexual, who want nothing to do with the trans, queer, non-binary cult. And to be fair, who can blame them? Because the L's, the G's and the B's, that's a sexuality. No one can control their sexuality. And also, for homosexual and bisexual people, it's just an aspect of their personality. Whereas if you meet someone from the TQ cult, their identity is all they have. I will try to demonstrate. Hi, I heard you're non-binary, is that right? Yes, I don't feel that labels like male or female really apply to me. I'm a mixture of both, sometimes neither. I'm too special to fit in with the rest of society. Oh, okay. Tell me more about yourself. I said I'm non-binary. I'm non-binary. So in these videos, we'll see members of the cult who've been interacting with the rest of the world and don't like the results. And the thing is, anyone can call themselves whatever they want. That's fine. It isn't the duty of the rest of society to play along with it. Let's begin with a non-binary individual who's been through a drive-thru.
I just went through the drive-thru and I got a kid's meal and they asked me, is this for a boy or a girl? And I had an existential crisis because I'm non-binary, but also, do they think I have a kid? Or are they making fun of me because I got a kid's meal? And why is this a boy's toy? It's sick. Of course I want the boy's toy. It's always better, but like, why does this have to be a gender? Like, it's literally like a Batman dump.
An existential crisis whilst ordering a kid's meal at a sodding drive-thru. What's happened there is that individual, who's a woman, we can all see she's a woman, has driven up to the speaker, ordered a kid's meal, and the person in the restaurant has done their fucking job. That's all that's happened. The person on the other end taking the order is asking, is the child a boy or a girl, because you've ordered a kid's meal. And for 99.9% of society, that is absolutely acceptable. And they're not making fun of that individual for ordering a kid's meal. But everything is always about them. And the shocking thing, at the end, she says, it's a Batman. How biased is that? Surely if you're non-binary, it's about they, them. Next up, we'll stay with ordering from a drive-thru and see a trans man who says they've been misgendered.
So, do I sound feminine? I really don't think I sound feminine at the moment, and I made sure to not sound feminine ordering food at Whataburger, and I still got misgendered for some reason. It's so confusing. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, she hasn't been misgendered. That's a woman. We can all see it's a woman. And saying she tried not to sound feminine, sorry love, you don't have one of these, an Adam's apple. You don't have a man's voice. And even though she's made the effort, at best she looks like a time-travelling butch lesbian from 1983. At worst, she looks like someone who cuts her own hair. And for God's sake, if you're a member of the TQ cult, love, if you haven't got a septum piercing, how are we meant to take you seriously? Next up, we have possibly the least convincing trans woman ever, apparently having period pains.
So, one of my partners took me to Walgreens to get some ibuprofen for PMS symptoms. And I said I don't want anything sweet because my migraines are pretty bad and eating sweet things tends to make them a little bit worse. But they went and got us both Kit Kats anyways, because when I'm PMSing, I cry when I eat chocolate. So, yeah, it tastes pretty good. It tastes pretty damn good to make me cry. And realistically, that is only when I'm, like, on my cycle.
A woman with a beard like mine. Mate, if I put a wig on, I would be more feminine than you. And something I despise about certain trans women is when they claim they're having period pains. It's misogynistic. It's an insult to every female on the face of the earth. And he said he's got a migraine. Mate, you've got a fucking headache, not PMS. and your friend bought you chocolate that you didn't want but you fucking ate it anyway, and you cry when you have your period symptoms, mate, you're not a woman, you're fucking mad. Another thing I find fascinating about the TQ cult is that so many of its members go out of their way to look as grotesque as possible. So we'll see a clip of a trans man talking about a co-worker. My question is, who the fuck is employing this person?
So apparently a coworker asked, why is he trying to be a girl? Which first of all says that I pass as a guy, baseline, which is perfect. And secondly says that I'm cute as hell.
Where to begin? That individual, aside from looking like an extra on an extremely low budget horror movie, that's a woman who thinks she's a man who's happy because one of her co-workers thought she's a man trying to look like a woman. This fries my mind. And finally, my favourite, a trans woman trying to use an anime filter on her phone. So this is technology. It doesn't have human bias.
Filter keeps misgendering me. Look. No fucking way. No way. Okay, we're gonna try this. Hell no. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let's try again.
Near where I live, there's a car wash. Now, it used to be a petrol station, but that closed down and all the pumps have been removed, and now it's a car wash. The thing is though, everyone who drives past it knows it used to be a garage. This is what the trans community fail to understand. If you are a man, it doesn't matter if you put on a shitload of makeup, a wig, and even cut your cock off. We all know you were born male, and sir, what has happened there is that filter has looked at your bone structure and it knows you're a DNA male. And that confused man in a wig and a dress losing his shit because the filter generator can see that he's male. How long is it then until members of the trans community are calling mobile phones transphobic? And the thing is, transphobia doesn't really fit because a phobia is an irrational fear. Whereas recognising that someone's trans, that's just understanding reality. And our first friend we met, the non-binary individual? What's non-binary phobia called? I'm going to go with sane. As ever, thanks for watching. So that's a good start. So let's begin with that. Oh, fuck, it's getting dark already. I'll be using lots of filters to get around this. Madam, you do sound feminine. You don't have one of those. An Adam's apple. If I was dating now, that's what I'd be looking for at any woman I met. Next up, well...